show you something I bought recently. I won't call this a review, more like first impressions video or something. I'm not really good at doing reviews. The only really way you know something is if you've used it for a long time. I've only had this for about a week. And the other thing is, when you buy these, they're not going to look like what I've done to this one. It's a Hultafors heavy duty knife. And what it is, normally the sheath is just plain black. It doesn't have this, nor the ferro rod or string on it, and the handle doesn't have a lanyard hole. So what I've done to this one is drilled a lanyard hole. I've put a rubber tube across the sheath and then taped it on, and that you put your ferro rod in. It's quite tight. And I've also, I hadn't actually finished this one, but I've also filed the back of this blade. I need to do it a bit more though, so that it works with the ferro rod better. Right, ferro rod's in there. Now I've put this string on top. What I'd done with the other one is where I'd pulled it through here, I put it through this hole last time to hold it in place, but this ain't going nowhere anyway. The only other thing I found with these knives is the belt clip on these is really weird. I'll take off the bit I added and show you, and then show you how I did it. Right, now that's the belt clip. It says you can hang it on a button, or you can cut this bit off, and this bit comes along a bit. I've already cut a bit of this off. You can cut this bit off and then put it through your belt like that. And then you clip it on, and it clips, but it's a bit of a nightmare to get it off because you need to turn it upside down and try and pick these little bits out. So I thought that was slightly stupid really. But when you close it, it clicks in, and to get it off you got to kind of push these in together. Well, once your belt's on, it means you've probably got to take your belt off to do it. So I thought with a button idea, I've got a bit of nylon and I've sewn a button on it. And then what that does is you put it in here, pull it up, and then close that up, and that clips in place and it stays there. And it's even got a little bit in there to stop your button coming out. And now you can just put that on your belt like normal. So with what I've done to this, I've got cordage and fire and a knife. 3mm carbon steel blade on these. They look like a Scandi grind. When you get them, they're not actually Scandi grind at all. They've got, see if I can get this to zoom in. We've actually got a secondary bevel. And that's how they come. But it's actually, for the price of it, a really decent knife. get these relatively cheap. Obviously, like I said, they won't come with all the stuff I've done to it. Lanyard hole, you've got to do that yourself. Put the lanyard on, file the back, put your ferro rod on, and your string, and your belt loop. You have to do all that yourself. But that's what I've done to mine. I'll see if I can do a bit of cutting. I don't normally do battening, because what I normally do is I shave wood. Unless I really have to batten, but I find when I'm out doing fires, I rarely ever do it. Just put wood on, how it is. Right, I'll give this a go and we'll see what it's like. Got a stick. Try a bit of battening with it. It's a fairly large log, fairly wide, near enough as wide as the blade. I'll try it, can't promise anything. I've also only got this crap bit of wood to do it with. Not even sure what kind of wood this is. Oh, actually I went through there alright. Right, went through there easy. What I forgot to say is obviously what you'll want to know, what I did, what I wanted to know as well, is how long the tang is on these. Well, I've seen a picture on Google of someone that's cut straight down the side of one of these handles, and the tang it showed, as far as I know, is correct. The tang comes down further than halfway, so maybe even to about there. And it's a stick tang, but it's quite a wide one. Probably the best thing to do is just Google Hultafors HD or heavy duty knife tang. You'll find pictures on there. I'm sure it was down to at least there. It was more than halfway, just over halfway. And it was thinner, like a stick tang, thinner than the blade, but not much thinner. So what you can get these for is fairly cheap. Obviously lots of varying different prices though. There's no point in me saying a certain one, but you could definitely get these cheap. Definitely worth getting one of these. Easily as good as a Mora any day. If you like your Moras, get one of these. Right, I probably missed a load of stuff out about it. That's why I don't normally do reviews, but you get the idea of what the knife is about. So cheers for watching, and I'll see you later.